And there we go. The Ack flying in the lead of Germany for the first time this map. Just off that accuracy alone, 98s across the board with those 3 FCs. Blue Sky backing them up as well.
And that miss really not meaning much. The points are there, the accuracy's there from the rest of his team. Of course, you could say, oh, it's only solo performance that matters, but this definitely shows it's a team game. Your team is there to back you up. And take and hold the lead as impressively as Germany are doing.
Like I say, as we're entering the final chorus now, Japan losing a little bit of steam in terms of the Ack. They're falling further and further behind, but still no one's missed. At least not since the start.
This is terrifying.
Still anyone's game though. A miss from Umbra.
Oh, that's going to change it completely. The drop of 1.6k combo is just going to let Japan take it. The combos they're holding strong. Accuracy's not going to matter now.
Nope. As it looked like they were just going to fall behind a little bit. But Umbra and Rising as well dropping. And Japan still holding 4 FCs. And all of a sudden it's turned right around this one.
Is that a last note miss from Benki?
I think it might have been. Oh, I got the spinner. It's just
Very unfortunate, but almost a 4-way FC from Japan on that map.
it's close as makes no difference. 4 FCs that. Solid stuff from Japan, but that one was looking like it was going to go to Germany. The DT picks are normally a mainstay for Germany. But not this time. Not this time. First blood goes to Japan.
First blood on a break pick as well. That was Germany's pick. Or was it? No, that was Japan's pick.
Oh, they actually picked into that.
I'm surprised they picked into that.
Yeah, against Germany. They're such a strong double-time team with the players they have. But I guess that one, it was just the smallest margins, really, to be honest. And there we go. And of course, you can see right there. Thief knows what's up. But if you're not aware, you know what's up. The banners are back for this year. If you want to support your favourite team, support your lads and your lasses, you can pick up country banners that you can wear loud and proud on your profile in the OC store. The money from that going towards the prize pool for the players.
The next pick comes from Germany. It will be another DT pick. The Executioner.
Yes, I'd rather not die, preferably. But hey, it goes to a good cause because it helps your teams out. It helps your teams out. I was actually surprised it wasn't here last week, but it's here now, so you can. And yeah, more DT. But this one's a bit different to that previous one. It's not necessarily a speed pick, this. I'd say. At least not relatively.
I'm not sure I would have said that last one was a speed pick. It was 220, so it was around mid-range for DT. I'd say this is actually quite similar because of the doubles, because of the streams. There's a lot more of an aim component to this, but it's got that same underlying being a control aspect to it.
Yeah, it's all about just keeping control with the left hand. Plenty of doubles. Plenty of tricky little burst stream patterns. A couple of space streams as well, especially in the later half, you do have to be aware of.
It's definitely a map pool of doubles.
Yeah, there are a lot of doubles.
You can't escape it. There is a map with a double somewhere in it, in every mod pool.
Actually, just had a little tidbit. Benki, one of the Japanese players, his name apparently, if you put his name into Google Translate, it translates into toilet bowl. So, questionable name choice, but hey. Thanks, everyone.
No, on purpose name choice, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. Here we go. Another DT pick.
And another early miss from the German side. Okinamo drops, but Shirsaka follows it up. Miss of his own. Evens that out again. This one a lot shorter than the last one. About half the combo involved in this. A lot more intense though to go with it. Miss from Blue Sky gives the combo advantage to the Japanese side, and they see it in the break. They have the advantage. Maybe not currently. They don't have the lead. We start getting into the more finger control patterns.
Yeah, it's up to them to keep cool during this section.
Everyone gets the slow slider. And a miss from Okinamo on the jumps.
Oh, hang on.
Japan keep the lead. Looking towards a break point.
There we go. Slightly slower section. More time to rack up that score difference. It's becoming quite significant now. Here comes the stream. No one
Again,
breaking on it.
Everyone hits it.
That's typical. That's one of the harder parts of the map, really.
It's looking just this odd little careless miss from players. None of the harder sections, none of the sections that will catch you out have been missed on. And again, the stream section, everyone gets it. Okinamo misses directly afterwards, though.
Yeah, an unfortunate one for Okinamo. It hasn't been his play. And Blue Sky drops there as well.
But mirrored by Vento.
3 high combos, though. Matching just 2 FCs there for the German team. It's another Japanese point. The DT pick does not go the way the Germany wanted it to. Good
This
early
one,
flourish here for Japan.
Of course, was a break point. 0 misses on Vorvali and Delis. Dustis and Rising also getting them. It's just the other 2 players, the combos that Shirsaka and Vento built up. Take them 2 points in the lead. Really early break point. They're in a great position now.
Solid early accuracies from those FCs too. Delis, Rising, and Dust Ice all getting very nearly 99, and Dust Ice actually getting 99. On this sort of map, that is a high accuracy to get in a tournament setting.
And where do they go next?
Well, there's one more DT there if that's where they want to go. Although it's the speedier map of the DT pool. Maybe that would reflect Germany a bit better, but I mean, those last 2 DTs went so well for Japan.
They go for it though.
Yeah.
That's it. All 3 picks, one after another, back to back.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Japan hoping for a fast 3rd point on the board. Confident in this one.
This pick, Fuyun Benlang, it's the fastest map of the double time pool. It's over 250 BPM this, although in terms of streams and that, it's only got a few little triples here and there, and some fast aim patterns you got to deal with. But more or less, this is a standard pattern-wise double time pick at a high speed. And I mean, we were saying how Germany are really good on DT historically. I feel like this one is as close as like a standard meta DT pick you're going to get. With the last 2 going the way of Japan, you can't really say that anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call this. Japan looking definitely on form. As I said, map pool of doubles. There are doubles in this. There's about 4 or 5 scattered around. We've got another translation from Evrian. Fuyun Ben Lang means floating clouds and running waves.
Oh,
Thank you for that one.
smooth. Smooth name. Seen a few player swaps. Seen Gnarly come in here for the German team.
But again, a very similar team from Japan. The similar team that just won. Early miss this time coming on the side of Japan. Vento drops. Umbra follows suit.
It's not the longest map, this. It's only around 2 minutes-ish. Early combo advantage being in Japan's favour. But it's not a terribly long one, this. Another one with fairly consistent styling. Just will beware of those odd doubles.
Nali's combo's dropped. As does Dustis, the first miss of hit from him of this
That's
match.
Just before the easy part as well, that's an unfortunate bit to break on. A bit where Japan can rack up their combo advantage a little bit more.
Kome
should have
just
sacked
dropped
Kome.
though. Just before the spinner.
Bit of a whiff that. Two players, one on each team, having a slightly odd miss.
The two captains even. Going blow for blow. But the rest of the team from Japan is there to back them up. Vento, Farfalli and Delis all above 700 combo. We're getting into the end of the map.
God, the accuracies as well. It's another point for Japan. 3 double time picks out of 3 for the Japanese. 2 100s FC there from Varvalian. Excellent stuff.
100s on the other side from Rising. It just couldn't quite keep his team in it. Solo performance doesn't matter as much as it would on Score V1.
No, it's not going to happen. Solid stuff there, though, from Rising and Varvalian. Very good accuracies there. Good good almost FC there from Vento as well. And Delis, but
He missed on the end jumps.
yeah.
What a place to miss. Very unfortunate.
There we go. Immediately, the lowest seeded team, Japan, finished second in their group, are 3-0 up against Germany, who topped their group.
The 4th seed.
Wasting no time getting that next pick out, though. Completely changing the tune here. Sengoku Hop.
Yeah, I like that one.
Not necessarily, or very different to those fast picks I've seen up to this point. This is a very 1/3, 1/6 heavy map with lots of sort of swing streams, lots of doubles, space doubles, and some tricky slide patterns you got to deal with.
Which,
This
of course,
is more or less a no mod swing map.
we've seen 3 faster aim picks. All 3 DTs. This does involve faster aim as well through the space doubles. We'll see who can deal with them.
Oh, looks like
Missing a player on Germany.
yeah, looks like we'll be restarting this one. We are missing a dust dice.
The invisible dust ice.
Ah, the unseen dust dice is the deadliest after all. Crouching dust, hidden ice. I mean, going for all that fast stuff didn't work out for Germany, but this being so different. Both teams have been so used to playing the faster stuff. But the thing is, it looks like both teams are keeping mostly of the same roster so far. Only the odd 1 or 2 players swapping out for each map. Wonder how those players that have been used to playing those DTs are going to do, stepping straight into a map like this.
Yeah, the approach rate dropping. The BPM seeming to drop, but faster aim patterns are still there. Japan winning the spinner battle.
There's like a couple of changes for the German lineup, but I think the teams are the same for the Japanese side. All 4 playing this one again.
I don't think there's been a swap yet, although I could be wrong. This map, tough on the accuracy. It's very easy to drop slider ends. Japan building a big lead though. 15,000 points. Doesn't sound like much, but this early into the map.
Yeah, the accuracy strong in the early game. We'll have 3 SSs at the break. Shirosaki Kome does drop his, but teammates holding strong here. But here comes the faster part with doubles and tricky slider shapes. But immediately there's 4 FCs to 2. So far,
misses again. Vento mirrors it, so there's now 3 FCs to 2. The high combo and Umbra just can't fight back against that extra FC Japan have. And so ends the chorus. Get into a relatively slower section. It's not free combo, as Varvelian demonstrates. Drops his FC. Gives the combo advantage to Germany now. Umbra's combo comes in useful after all.
There's not a lot between them, just about 50k or so. Plenty of time for Germany to bring it back as the combo stand. But I think something's going to change between now and the end. Still another tough section to go. The accuracies from those high combos from the German side looking very solid. Hello Watcher and Dust Ice with good 99%. And then Delis though, really standing alone with that 99.6. But not going to matter when Germany have those combos. They take the lead as we enter the tougher section.
They're holding Dallas drops. The accuracy now counts for nothing because there's no combo to back that up. Kinamo misses.
Not going to matter too much though, because those high combos still going for Germany. And really with Delis breaking there, Shirosaki Kome standing alone with the only FC on the Japanese side. And there we go, the change of pace. Doing wonders for Germany. They take their first point of this match.
Not by much though. It was very well contested right up until the end. Only 270,000.
Yeah, certainly looked like it could have been a Japanese one as we reached the halfway point. But Japan finding some breaks in the latter half. And Germany keeping the nerve. The mainstays, Hello Watcher and Dust Ice, doing the work for Germany there. That's what you got to look for. You look to those experienced players in a situation like this.
They get their point on the board, and now where did Japan go? They're out of DT picks. What else is faster in this pool?
God, there's not a lot. I don't think there's anything else that I'd say is fast in this pool. It's all got Igon. I think the only other thing that was even remotely fast was like Owari to Hajimari, but even that wasn't that quick. Disconnected Hardcore is kind of speedy though, but with AR9 free mod, it's a little bit of a wild card, that one. I wouldn't really say that speed is the hard part of that map.
No, nor would I. I think UNOin and Leap in Your Mind are the two And arguably, the two that are over 200 BPM, the faster maps left in this pool. And they do go for UN Owen. The hidden 2 pick, the long hidden pick. It's 4 minutes 47.
That's almost a tiebreaker.
Very
Almost.
close. Oh, why is everyone taking hidden on the tiebreaker?
Oh god. These modern players. Everyone plays hidden now, dude. Although this map's anything but modern. Patterns in this, older style. Lewis Cypher is an older mapper. This AR9. Lots of shaped aim in this. Quite a bit of symmetry. Some tricky back and forth patterns as well. All on a map that takes a lot of consistency.
There's a lot of patterns you can see tripping people up. You want to complete every pattern you see. If you start shifting your focus towards the next pattern too soon, you just run that risk of missing the last note of a specific pattern.
Interesting to see who they bring into this. Already seen a few new names. Angel Arrow enters for the first time in this match for the Japanese team here.
And Nali comes in for Germany. The rest of the rosters, again, remaining the same. Sticking with what works, seemingly. GLHF in the chat as we move into this 5th pick of the match.
And here we go. Looking at the matchups on hidden maps so far this tournament, actually both teams have won and lost quite a few. Japan have only lost 1 hidden pick so far, but both have won and lost a few, so it can be a little bit of a scary pick, especially on a map like this.
Definitely as close to a low approach rate hidden pick as you can get with the AR8 pick being banned out. AR9, anything above 200 BPM. Definitely very scary. The maps start getting dense at that point.
Yeah. It was much tougher to snap to things, and when you're dealing with like static style jumps like squares and whatnot, that's a problem. We're seeing a couple breaks already.
Couple of big breaks from Japan. Vento and Angel Arrow. Angel Arrow dropping the FC he'd been holding, but so early on such a long map. All change near the end if combos are held.
Yeah, with this style of map, maybe they just weren't quite set up, but already seen some pretty major breaks. But VFC C2 gives advantage to Germany in the early stage. It's very early. Again, the style doesn't change a lot through this, although some of the harder patterns do come in the latter half, especially around the solo, in my opinion. Would you say that? So they need to be careful.
I'd say, yeah, a lot of difficult patterns in the solo, but the lead into the solo contains some awkward aim that very easily trip you up. Vento just missing the start of that stream. Gonna drop the combo he'd been building.
Gotta say though, the people that are holding the combos are doing so without much trouble, it seems like. Halo Watcher, Dustai, Sedelis, all holding ridiculous accuracies. Umbra, until he broke just now, was holding similar sort of accuracy as well. And Gnarly as well.
Of course, you mentioned Umbra breaking. That gives a small combo advantage to Japan now.
God, slider break as well from Umbra.
Oh.
And then Hollow Watcher breaks just after the break. Oh dear.
Dallas drops his first 100 on that speed up. That's very tough to hack. Really tough to predict when sliders are going to hit. Everyone over 99% on Germany, but they just lack the combo.
Yeah, they're looking to Dust Ice and Gnarly. But at the moment, Shiozaki Komei and Delis keeping them at bay.
Hallow missing again. The combos from Vento and Angel Arrow are just gonna back Japan up completely. The back and forths hit, but everyone gets them, apart from Nali, who drops 700.
Oh, Gnarly. That's rough. Bit of Cursed Dance as well. He's not happy.
The universal sign of I'm not happy with what just occurred. As Japan have taken the lead, pulled already 100,000 points in their favor. There's a quarter of the map left to go, but it would take something imminent to change the course of this map.
Yeah, score lead is quite significant now. And this part has a few tricky little bits, but that part just now was harder. And the Japanese team didn't have any problems with that.
Everyone looking like they found their focus. Of course, swapping from high approach rate DT to a slightly lower approach rate on Nomad, and now a lower approach rate on Hidden again. You need a lot of adaptability if you're going to be playing these tournaments.
Oh, Vento.
I saw that. Sometimes you just can't help.
It just happens. It happens to the best of us.
And what also happens is Japan taking a 4th point.
Yeah. They're getting pretty good at winning these points, Japan.
Yeah. I would say so. Dallas with 4 100s. 99.76% accuracy. Nearly at that 1.06 million score cap.
Yeah, Delis, the accuracy. Always a strong point with Delis' play. And he's really flexing that this match.
Dustus, though, on its tail. 7 100s. 99.58. Going toe-to-toe with Dallas, but it's the rest of the team from Japan. Komei, the FC. 1.2k combo from Angel Arrow. 900 from Vento. Big outperformance from them.
Just some of those weird aim patterns were catching Germany out. Some of the stacked stuff, some of the shape stuff, specifically, is what Germany were breaking on. Although the remaining Hidden is more modern. More modern in terms of the flow. Although it's not necessarily that comfortable. Japan going for that, it might be a risk.
Germany firing back with Nomad 1, Confusion. Much more aim heavy. So this one, Germany's pick. How well did Japan do on this? Much more consistent aim, wider aim patterns, nearly 6 stars this. Going to be similar rosters. Benki comes in, as well as Imagak instead of Nali for Germany. They're really in need of a point on the board to go with the one they've already got. They need to come back, and they need to come back strong, and this is the map they hope to do it on. Will be our relatively standard pick for this round. More about mechanics, more about focus, about consistency too. No real big act drops in the intro. Of course, this one, no player in this room should really have too much trouble with this, but tournament nerves, you can't always say that. He's going to flicker back and forth. Slower section, this build-up combo. Get ready for when the chorus hits with these bigger jumps. A few hundreds dropped by Shirasaka Kome, but not gonna matter too much. He does miss though. I think that was a slider he dropped on.
I think it was.
Benki as well. Benki drops. Leaves Japan with 2 full combos.
Oh, the aim. First tough part is claimed 2 Japanese FCs. None on the German side though. Mechanics holding strong for them.
Another slower section. Build up a little more combo. Not somewhere I would expect to see misses unless a big focus drop happens. Of course, it can happen in the slower sections. You could just lose focus. Think too much about, oh, this section's easy. I can hit all this.
I know the
Not
feeling.
pay enough attention.
Seen 2 SSs as we get into the second chorus. Vento and Halo Watcher. I feel like this is the sort of map that if you can combo it, SSs certainly are possible, but we do see one dropped. It's just Halo Watcher left on that regard.
Bigger aim buttons hit again. Gonna see who drops. And it'll be Kome.
Oh,
Again. Loses the combo he'd been building up. Now Germany firmly in the driver's seat. We've still got those 4 full combos. That SS from Halo Watcher.
yep, they see now, they know that they're in a very nice spot. It's not over yet though, for sure. But at the moment, the aim pick is catching some of the Japanese players out.
And
Oh,
again, Valiant. The full combo is gone. It's just Vento now. 99.82% holding his FC, but faced with that wall of FCs from Germany. What can you do against that?
This is where Germany really shines. It's just their mechanics. The mechanics of the players are so good. Really showing that here. There's accuracies as well. Just 1/100 from Dust Ice, and just a small handful from Kagami and Umbra. This is what we expect to see from Germany. This is exactly why they're so highly rated.
The captain's share misses. But in the end, it won't matter too much. Cursor Flail from Dustis, not happy.
Nah, I imagine not. He's had a good match this. The last few maps, it's been him leading the line, but this time, his team's backed him up. His team's got this.
1.1 million points of lead.
And an SS from Halo Watcher. Not blinking in the face of pressure there.
And another point on the board for Germany. They're still in this.
Yeah, very much so.
Japan
Vento
haven't
as well.
knocked them down yet.
Gotta give props to Vento for his 2-100 FC as well. He did well. Unfortunately, his team had some consistency issues on that one. Wasn't to be. Oh, not wasting any time in picking the next map, Japan.
Hard Rock 3, leap in your mind. Relatively short one, but CS 6.5 when you add Hard Rock. Also sitting at 105 BPM, but mapped at double. So we're going to be seeing 210 BPM.
One thing I definitely recall from watching Japan in previous years, especially last year in the World Cup, is they have some scary hard rock consistency.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Their hard rock, even better than their DT, even better than what they've shown us on that. They go straight into it, no changes.
Nope.
Looking one Delis for Shirazaka.
And this one isn't exactly a standard hard rock pick. CS 6.5, very small circles. Lots of shape aim, although it's not terribly jumpy. Lots of awkward shapes. But I think this one's going to be quite an even one, because Germany have their hard rock specialists as well. Halawatcher and Kagami. And Umbra and Dust Ice. Actually, all 4 of those players on hard rock. Terrifying.
You could say that for everyone. Dustus, though, with the first miss. He does, if my memory serves, have a DTFC on this difficulty.
He does.
So maybe playing it slower is going to be a little bit throwing.
It's early days, though. Oh, Umbra slips on one of those aim doubles.
You say early days, but it's already a third done. It's a short pick, this one. Lying just over 2 minutes. Japan, again, going strong. 4-way FCs compared to 2 on Imigak and Halo. Close on Dusters. We're halfway through now. 300,000 points.
There's only one Hard Rock FC left as we enter the big drop, the chorus. It's Halawatch the only one left, but he's up against a wall of Japanese combos here. It's just not happening for the Germans here. Benki drops as we enter the harder part, but look at the rest of his team. But the accuracies as well from Vavalion and Delis. Delis once again with the ac. Jeez.
Very scary performances from them. They're confident. They know they can win this.
Can't blame him. Once again, I've got that smoke. Yo, Vavalion, you don't wanna lose it, mate. But we were saying about the hard rock.
Accuracy? Was he unhappy with the accuracy? Or was he happy with it?
Can't tell.
I'd be happy with that. 99.41%. 4 100s. Mainly single tap oriented map.
Jeez, 4 whole 100s. I could SS it every time, he says. But I don't think many people could do that. Not many people could do a 400 in this setting. Delis almost getting it though as well. And that is match point for Japan. Hard rock consistency showing up again in another year for the Japanese. 1 FC from Germany. Halawatcher putting in the work. One of the hard rock specialists doing well. Kagami with an unfortunate slider break.
And now, Germany just can't lose anymore. They can't drop another map. They want to win this. Where do they go? What do they do? They need a break point too.
Yeah, there's one hidden left, but that last hidden didn't go too well. It's a very different map to UNO in though. That Charlo hidden map. Nomad has some comfortable picks in it. Black or White's quite a comfy map if you want to go for consistency. Or Maritime Police, it's an alternate map. We haven't seen one like that, although Sengoku Hop, kind of similar, but not really. I don't think I'd want to chance another hard rock though. Although those 2 that are remaining are more standard than the one we just saw. Or they could go for that disconnected hardcore, but nope, they're not.
Do actually chance hard rock after losing on it. It's the same story as with the DTs. They just lost on a DT. They go to pick the DT and they lose it. Do they think it's going to go another way this time? What do you think?
Well, I mean, this one, it's more of a standard hard rock pick than that last one. That last one's, some awkward shapes and small CS. This is the regular hard rock settings, right? It's like circle size 5.2, AR10. And it's Pishy Fat mapping. Pishy Fat mapping is pretty comfortable. This map's an all-rounder. And last time we saw an all-rounder in that no mod pick, Confusion, that went the way of Germany. Maybe that's what they're thinking. They just want to go for another just out consistency, but against Japan on Hard Rock, I don't know.
Well, it's how good are Japan at Hard Rock and how good are Germany at consistency. Sort of the best of both worlds for both teams. Who's going to take this?
We'll soon see. Match point. Japan looking to perform a seeding upset here. If they can hold out on this Hard Rock pick. Same lineups once again.
There are very, very slight BPM changes in this map. It can catch you out just enough to drop hundreds on OD10. Maybe it will be accuracy that decides this map. It was Japan that were leading in accuracy last time as well. As they continue to do so, and Umbra dropping is going to give them the combo advantage as well.
There's chorus here. Those big triangular jumps are a mainstay throughout this map in those choruses.
And the big jumps catching nobody. Everyone holding on, and they see in that break where they stand. Germany have a lot of pressure on them now to perform, to keep consistent.
A few act drops from Vento, but not a lot yet. Section with a lot of back and forth jumps.
They have the combo, and they have the knowledge that because they have the combo, they can be a little bit more lax on accuracy. Keep around that 1,000,000 point mark.
No problems on the back and forths. No one breaking on them. It's still just, well, was 7 FCs. Benki though.
And the big jumps hit, and everyone combos them. And Benki now with the 30 combo. Umbra completely outperforming him. Going to overtake his score soon, and the lead is going to flicker over to Germany. Is there enough time? There's only a quarter of the map left to go.
Plenty of time.
It's coming very close. And the lead will flick. Germany take it. They come straight from behind, and with a little bit left in the map, they've just got to hold strong now. They've just got to keep their combos. Umbra misses, but with 100,000 points of lead, it's not going to matter too much. Germany take this point.
Kept the nerve. They knew they were behind. They knew another break from them would have been game over, and indeed it would have been. It was just the one FC break, Benki deciding it, with Germany managing to bring it back. Umbra doing well to recover after his earlier miss. Easy to tilt there, but he held on. Broke at the end, but he got the job done. This game is not
Never
over
give
yet.
up.
No.
Never give up. Especially on Score V2.
Some really good accuracies across the board. Again, Varvalian and
A
Delis.
repeat of the last one, actually.
Yeah.
Four
Oh, yeah,
100s and 5 100s.
The exact same.
This
Yeah,
time
that's
some FC's
consistency.
coming out from Germany as well, though. Germany take it. Japan's pick. Germany need to break this. Nice. Put your phone on silent. God, it's like going to the movies and someone behind you gets a phone call. Start talking loudly. Free mod 2, disconnected hardcore. As we said earlier, this could have been a wild card. Map speeds up and slows down. It's AR9. And of course, it's free mod. You've got to take mods on this. At least 2 players have to take something. And what do they choose? think we're going to be seeing some Hard Rocks maybe from Japan. Hard Rocks as well maybe from Germany. I don't think anybody's going to chance Hidden Hard Rock. I don't think either maybe people will chance Hidden. It's tough to read. It's AR9. The approach rate is tough to read, especially when speed ups are involved. And some anti-aim, some flow aim, as well as a 1/3 section, which we're getting into now.
Yeah,
There's
this
a lot
one
in
you
this
can't
map.
you can't just throw
Welcome
mods
back.
on this map. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Who was that? May I ask?
I just someone ringing up, trying to get hold of someone for a while.
Oh,
Not the best
well,
time for it, but you know, it's fine.
at least you got to hold him.
Yeah. Tick that one off for today. Yeah, you can't just throw mods on this map. It can be awkward. You need specialists for it, otherwise, it's just going to be the sacrificial lamb. Otherwise, because it, you know, some of those awkward patterns, speed ups, and 1/3. Hard to be consistent on.
Okinamo and Angel Arrow come in. Maybe for Hidden? Will they take Hidden? Or would they put Hard Rock on other players and leave them no mod? Let's see.
I'm seeing a lot of hiddens, but we do see a Hard Rock, Varvalion.
Of course, the mod advantage on Japan. The Hard Rock does outweigh Hidden, as long as you can keep that accuracy. Hard Rock weighted at 1.1 times multiplier. An early miss from Dallas. Will
Very
that
early
matter?
on. In the slow bit as well. Not sure what's going on there, but I think we'll see a few breaks on this one. A recovery from Dallas. Should see him with a decent contribution here for his team. The thing is with Hard Rock, it's such a tough Hard Rock map that Varvalion is the one you'd put forward for the tough bits. He is the informed player on the Japanese team.
Okinamo with the break on Germany is going to give the combo advantage back to Japan. He misses again. The lead flickers, Japan take that. Now they're set. They're in position to take this map. They just need to hold.
Yeah, the awkward aim has passed, but now Japan are in an excellent spot. Speed up to go. But there's not a lot in it.
Combos on either side. Dallas with the small miss at the start is going to give him a large combo. Could very easily be 4 full combos for Japan.
Looking to speed up. But it's looking like it might be over now. Just some sliders and burst streams. There's not a lot here. A square, but if they miss on that, it's not going to matter.
And it looks like Japan are your victors for this match.
That
6
is
points to 3.
Oh my goodness. That's unbelievable. Japan. I mean, in the past, they were one of the big dogs. But this new generation of Japanese, the new generation of Japanese players are really starting to write their own story. This superpowered German team has fallen at the round of 16 to Japan, who will go on into the quarterfinals of the winners bracket. Germany will fall down into the losers bracket. Dust Dice with
from
that
Dusters
SS.
couldn't quite outweigh the 4 full combos, or near full combos. Dallas won 100, but the unfortunate miss at the start. Japan take it. I expected tiebreaker. I didn't expect it to be a convincing victory. Japan really showing up.
I mean, yeah, they've done well enough this year in community tournaments and in in-house Japanese tournaments that we know what they can do. But now they're really starting to show it on the biggest stage against a team as well established as Germany.
And where did they go from here? Well, they move into the quarterfinals to face against the winner of Norway and Denmark. Another in